Hey guys, here we are with another video about a converter, how you can test it and change it out yourself. So I know I made one video about a converter that was inside of a fifth wheel in a lower compartment on the front end. It's behind the panels. You have to remove some of the panels to get to that converter. This time I'm just going to show you a different type of converter, and this is the most common one you'll find on different RVs. So here we have a WFCO. It's a WF8955AD in this case. But whether it's a 50 amp or 30 amp, most of the time you'll find the converters here underneath this area. So what you've got to do here is remove this front cover to expose the converter. The only thing is, if you're trying to do this yourself, you want to be careful. All this area here behind the breakers is going to be 110 AC, and that's hot, and it'll shock you. The 12 volt side isn't a problem. You can touch the hot wire, which is the red, or the black wires inside. You won't get shocked with that, but with the 110 side, you will. But the only thing here on this panel, we're missing the little electrical board here, the distribution electrical panel here. So the converter wires are just loose. This would actually go onto the little circuit board where you have all the fuses to distribute the power elsewhere. And you'll also see wires coming from the battery, because the converter wires, these are hooked up to the batteries to charge them when it's hooked up to shore power. But let me show you real quick how you can do this. So once this is removed, let me just set that aside. You will see the only thing here is we've got 2 wires for the 12 volt side, and you got 3 wires from the converter that are going to your 110 side. So the most likely thing here is you're going to have a breaker labeled converter, or it might just be CONV. So that's going to be hooked up to that. And there's usually another wire coming that's hot, which is tied into this little wire nut. But anyways, if you had to change this out, what you would have to do is remove all these wires, the black from the breaker, so you want to cut power to be able to remove this so you're not touching anything and getting shocked. Safe side, to be on the safe side, flip all the breakers off and unplug it from the outside. That'd be the safest way to work on this. If you were to test this to see if it's working, if the converter's working or not, from my previous video, the most common issue you'll find that kind of leans toward that the converter is the issue, you might lose power on the 12 volt side. So over time, if the converter dies, your RV is going to be relying on the batteries itself, and it'll start draining power from the batteries until the batteries are completely dead. Symptoms of that, you might see the lights start to dim lower and lower and lower until it dies out, and then you have no power. So then your lights won't work, your pump won't work. Anything on the 12 volt side, air conditioners have a control board that requires 12 volt. The furnace has a board on it too that requires 12 volts. The fridge, in some cases, not all, also. So if those aren't working, it's a lot of appliances, everything 12 volt related. You probably have a dead battery, so you can get a multimeter, go over, test your battery by putting it on DC mode and just touching the battery, see if you have 12 volts or not. And the way to test a converter, if I'm testing it to see if the converter's working or not, I want to see the power coming into it to make sure it has good power coming in. So that's going to be on the 110 side. Usually, take the panel off. I'll just go straight behind the breaker to touch this little wire here and put my negative lead on this little bar, or the ground bar, doesn't really matter. You'll see 110, 120. If it has power coming in, it should have power coming out. So on this side, when you take the panel apart and you see the little circuit board, you'll see that it says converter. It'll say converter plus, converter minus, so those are these 2 wires. And just test that and see what power's coming out of the converter. Now you also have to be careful. Sometimes when you're touching this, you're also reading power from the battery. So let's say your battery's good, you have 12 volts, you just want to test this just for fun. When the converter is running, you should get above 13 volts from the converter that is charging your battery. So if you touch any of the wires and you have 13 volts, that means your converter is working okay, and it is sending power to the batteries to keep them charged. So basically, if it has good input, no output, it's a bad converter. So to change in this case, again, you remove those 2 screws. This cover has these little 2 ears that snap on this bottom corner, so you just lift it up, tilt it, lift it up to get the cover off. And then all you have are these 2 screws down here. Besides releasing these wires here from the circuit board, you'll see that where it's labeled, you want to release those and release all these, again cutting power so that nothing here is hot. Then all you gotta do is remove these 2 screws and I'll show you what it looks like, what the converter looks like. All right, it is that easy. So here's your converter and everything that has to do with it, just to protect the system from water and anything like that. Not all of them have these covers, but this is one of the latest one. I just got this recently for another job, and that is what a converter looks like. So if you have power coming in, you should have power coming out. If you don't have 110 on this side, then you've got to trace this, see what's going on. Why is there no power coming to it? Is it a bad breaker? Is it some wire down the line before the converter? If it does have power, then it should be sending out power to charge the batteries. So yeah, that's all. To install this, you just reverse the process. So it'll come like that, and basically all you have to do is just slide this back in, and all these wires will feed them up these holes again, just to have them all ready. So that just goes up that hole for the 12-volt side. If you wanted to remove the circuit board, there's this little lever right here in the corner that you can push down with a screwdriver and kind of tilt the board out so that it'll release. And you can hook these up. The 110 side, easy again, just feed these through. And that through. Now when you're hooking up these wires, the white and the green, it doesn't really matter which screw you hook them up to. Now of course this was on the first one just because there's nothing here, but you can install it anywhere, wherever there's room. Just make sure the white is with the whites, the green is with all the bare wires, which are all grounded. And the black is going to go to the breaker labeled converter. And that's it. Just tuck this back in the hole. We'll add these 2 screws down, and that is how you install this converter. All right, it's that easy to swap these out. Now there is another type of converter that I haven't shown that you might have a converter similar to this, but there may not be anything down here, and you might have a wire coming out from the back going into the breaker labeled converter. And if you flip it around, this one isn't the case, but some have a little outlet here, and you'll see that the converter is sitting behind this box, and it's just plugged in straight to this outlet. So instead of having these 3 wires like this does in this case, the other one is just connected to an outlet, and behind the outlet it's connected to everything. So all you have to do is remove the cover so you can remove these screws, release this whole box from the wall, and you can pull it out, and when you look behind it, you'll probably see the converter just sitting behind the box. probably a screw or two just holding it in place, with a pigtail coming out and plugged into that outlet. So to test it, same thing, you want to test power at the outlet, make sure it has 110. If it has power in, it should have power out. If it doesn't, just a bad converter. Unplug it, unscrew it so that it's released from the ground. The 12-volt side on those converters are just hooked straight to the unit. So the converter itself is just going to be a little box. The 12-volt wires are going to be connected here with some lug bolts on it. It's just an Allen wrench you need to release those positive and negative and the outlet, and it's that easy to swap those. So yeah, I hope this helps. I just wanted to give an update on what other converters look like to help you guys out. All right. Hey guys, before I wrap this up, I just wanted to ask you a question. I was just going to ask if you want me to keep making videos like these that I have uploaded until now, where it's basically showing how I do different things on the spot or on my desk. Just let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a course that's more like a training style of an appliance, let's say like a furnace. You want to know how it works, how the gas system works, how the board works with the cell switch, the limit switch, and all those components. If you want something more like that, like a training video, please let me know in the comments what your preference is. If there's nothing there, I'll just keep making videos as is of how-tos as I'm going along doing different jobs here and there. But if you like something more like training videos, you think that would be a big help to understand how things work so you can pinpoint and have an idea how to diagnose different things, I don't mind making some videos, but just let me know in the comments what you would prefer. Again, if I don't see anything there, I'll just keep making these how-to videos, which are pretty straightforward. I don't like to waste anybody's time, just get straight to the point. But if you like something a little deeper, let me know below and I'll start working on some videos like that. All right, have a good one. Thank you.